Okay, so you know we have to have some kind of technical difficulties, right? So my OBS shut down, guys. So sorry about that. It just completely shut down, but now we're back. So awesome. Tonight I am super excited because we have a very special guest coming on to craft with me. We've got Ms. Lesley Omen, and I'm probably saying her name wrong, but I'm saying Ms. Lesley Omen from Heffy Doodle is going to be on with us, and I am so super excited. And I just noticed that over in my StreamYard, which I'm going to bring you guys over into that, it doesn't have me moving. Because my OBS shut down. So I am going to go ahead, and I can't bring her on yet either because give me just a second. I'm going to put the intro video back on while I get the rest of this stuff sorted. Everything that was running like 2 seconds ago shut down. So I will be right back, guys. And you guys know this happens all the time, right? This is always funny. Okay, now you just turn that back on, then get the countdown going again because it took longer than I wanted it to. I am so glad, turn the music down because it's too loud now, but I am so glad that you guys are so forgiving. I do have, at least my camera is working over in StreamYard, so I can go ahead and bring Lesley in and we can check out what she's going to be doing. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Here we go. Hello, Miss Lesley.
Hello, crafty friends. Yay!
There's my applause. I wanted the applause going. Yay! So, what I'm going to start off with, and I do, you are so funny, you're adorable. What I'm going to start off with is you just introduce yourself to all of the folks and let them know kind of what you do, who you are, all the good things, and what you're planning on playing with. I'm going to put you center screen so I can get my
you can do some background things. That sounds like a plan.
Okay,
hopefully everybody can hear me. So please, first things first, I've learned this the hard way because I have tech gremlins that attack my live streams too. So please put in the comments if you can hear me as well as see me. And
give her lots of hearts. I want it to be full of hearts for Miss Lesley.
Because it's late at night. Well, it's not that late, but it's about 10:30 at night with me. So I'm here. I'm not lying in bed watching Criminal Minds as I normally would be. But I'm really excited to be with you guys and to get crafty. Oh, very fun. So for those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Lesley Omen. So it's pronounced Omen like a lucky omen or a bad omen, but I'll choose lucky omen.
lucky, yes.
Yeah. And I am the creator and founder of Heffy Doodle. We are a UK-based stamp company that I completely like the person that did that. So Actually, it came up in my Facebook memories. I think it was 5 years ago. On the 3rd of July was when we launched our Kickstarter, which was a crowdfunding platform. And I really just wanted to create a couple of stamps. It was kind of a bucket list thing. And I designed 5 stamps. And I was like, oh, I just want, like, I think it was $400 I needed to fund what I needed to make. And actually at the end of the Kickstarter, I had $20,000 worth of pre-orders, at which point I thought, whoa, I need to quit my job and actually do this.
I don't blame you one bit. Awesome. Yeah.
So we're actually going to be turning 5, which is super exciting. And yeah, we are in the UK, like I said, but we do have design team members all over the globe, and we do ship worldwide. We have distributors in US, in Europe, Australia, all sorts of places, and we are carried by, you know, Simon and scrapbook.com and all those big hitters as well. So, and if we're not in your local store, you should tell them to stock us. Cheeky little plug.
I wish we could get some of that. My only local stores are Hobby Lobby. They're the big box. Michael's.
They're never going to buy me.
Yeah. That's basically all that I've got.
They want to buy the stuff from me at cheaper than I buy the things. So,
well, they don't have much stamping stuff left anymore.
No,
they just aren't doing it. It's almost like all of the area that used to have the stamping stuff is now full of Cricut.
Really? The funny thing is
vinyl, Cricut machines, they've got all the things.
I mean,
they've got an entire aisle that is on both sides. It's nothing but vinyl.
Ah, well, I mean, the vinyl's kind of cool, but over here, it's like papercraft not that I wouldn't say it's died down or anything, but it's kind of been taken over by soft crafts, crochets, cross stitch, wool and knitting, all of that. Even at the craft fairs, it used to be predominantly 80% scrapbooking and card making, and now it's 80% wool and things. Wow. But I quite like seeing different crafts, but paper till I die.
Well, it's also easier to store it, finished project, and as you're making it. So
and you get to give it away.
Absolutely. Okay, so what are you going to be doing? I'm bringing you back up again because they don't really need to see me.
Well, I actually don't really know. Well, I have an idea. So I know what you're going to be using because we sent you over the digital file for bedhead stamps. Isn't that right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. I can actually show them what it looks like because I have that screen pulled up. So this is the stamp set that I'm going to be using, and where do I get to the stamp set?
There it is.
I've got the pictures of the things that were made out of, but this is super cool. Okay, come on, computer. So this is so cute. So she sent me the digital. So what I did is I printed it out 4x6, took the image and said it's a 4x6 image, and I went ahead and printed those out. So I've got a couple of copies of quite a few because I very, very rarely do any get well cards, and I kind of need to do some of those, right?
Yes, so you do.
So I think these are super cute. Plus these little critters would look so cool on bookmarks, and I thought about that, and then I scrolled down some of her example images, and somebody made them with bookmarks.
Cool. So great minds.
I thought it was super cute. Let me get that out of there so you can see Lesley again.
See me.
So that would be fun, yeah.
So let me show you then. I will change my camera around so that you can see what I have here. Hopefully everyone can see that, and I'll focus my camera. Hopefully
zoomed in. You are big screen.
Zoom. Yes. So this is another one of our stamp sets called Popping By, and I would call it a coordinating set because we have 2 little peekaboo critters in this set as well.
Fox. Oh, I love the little fox.
Yeah, the fox is really cute.
My mother-in-law has this thing about foxes.
Foxies are so cute. We actually have foxes and badgers near here, so we often see a little fox in our garden and things like that. They're so cute.
Awesome.
I also sometimes color him as a red panda because that's fun too.
That's true. It would work really good as that. And I like the little box. That box looks kind of like one of the new dies from Spellbinders that I was playing with last week.
Yeah. Cute. So I thought that it would be a good idea for me to use this sort of sister set And we also have this die set called Hot Air Balloon Dies, and it works really well with these. I've got a sort of half-finished hot air balloon here, but maybe what I'll do is I'll make a hot air balloon with one of these little critters and make a sentiment on it, and then maybe we could give it away.
Absolutely. These guys love getting our cards as a giveaway.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. I just had some cards on my screen to help me get my colors correct on the camera.
Okie doke.
All right. So are you going to work on like an A2 base, or are you going to...
Yeah, I probably will.
different?
I do that quite often.
Me
I'm going to
too.
start off by I'm just coloring some of these guys, and then we can
It's gonna
from
go
there.
straight into coloring. Nice.
Yep.
Sounds like a plan.
And while I'm pulling out some of my markers, because I was thinking about using colored pencils, but I would be so slow with that.
Yeah, that's the I'm slow with colored pencils
I'm not good
too.
with that. I did take some with me when I went to Ohio last week, so I did color a few things to try to practice, and I actually did better than I expected.
Oh, good.
But
do you have the blending solution stuff that you get, like the Gamsol stuff? It's fun.
I did get Gamsol once upon a time. I have no idea where it went.
Oh, no.
You know what I mean? It's like I had it and
away.
it's gone.
Yeah. We've all been there, just like my headphones.
Yes, just like your headphones.
I was explaining to Debbie
also
that...
double checking all of the screens to make sure everything is going where it's supposed to. Awesome. Looks like we are. Everything looks like it's good. If anything looks really weird, guys, please, please, please put in all caps and let us know.
Yes,
so I know
for
kind
sure.
of what's going on, right? Okay.
Perfect. I'm going to start off with my whimsically wonky imperial rectangle frames here. So this is a set of 3 frames, cuts A2, and then like matted layers as well. But you have these cool like stitched wonky lines in the middle, and I like the way that it makes a background really quick and easy. So I'm going to go for that first off.
And I'm just scanning down the chat, which is another reason why I'm usually slow. I have promised, guys, that I'm going to try to keep her to right at an hour, because it's going to be 11:30 before she gets off of here and she needs to go to sleep. And I am super thankful for her coming on. I've said that a few times, right? So we're not going to stay late, or at least we're not going to keep her on there late. So we need to do the giveaway before 6:30.
Before we finish.
Possibly, yes. Okay. Lesley, you had said something in the chat. A little tech gremlin attacked.
Yeah.
Love that. Actually, one of my buddies, I think it was Cordelia, you'll have to remind me, I think it was you who told me that you wrote a story about a gremlin, and I read it out on a video like a year or so ago.
Fun.
It was so funny.
When
So
I
Miss
used to work
Cordelia's in the house.
I used to work in an office block, and every time the internet went down, we always just blamed gremlins, comms room gremlins. Yeah.
We have somebody else who is late night. Miss Wendy Jansen is in the Netherlands.
Oh, nice.
Yes, and
it's
she
even
popped in
later
too.
for her.
Yes. She does pop in from time to time, and sometimes she has to leave because it's so late. And she's wonderful, though. She always catches the replays, and she says hi on my other videos, and absolutely love her.
Amazing.
So thank you so much, Miss Wendy.
Thank you for joining us, Wendy. I hope that you are in your slippers and tucked up in bed watching on your phone.
Exactly.
Because that's what I'd be doing.
Awesome. Brenda says congrats on 5 years. Dawn says how cool. I love those kind of Facebook memories.
Oh, I know. So good. So good.
Okay, so I think I'm caught up. Most of what's being said in the chat so far has been hello, 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 hello. They're used to seeing everybody. You know, they chat a lot. I love them to death. So I think I want to do one of my little beds is going to be, she's starting with her die cutting and I'm starting with the coloring because I don't know what I'm going to do.
That's good though,
because I always do that.
It means if you really like coloring, you'll have a little bit now and a little bit later. I'm just trying to figure out where everyone's going to go. I have grabbed some of our new pattern paper. This is our summer holiday collection. And it has these gorgeous, pretty colors. It's 6x6 and it's a selection. It's our basics range. So there's stripes and dots, which are always my favorite. I used to scrapbook.
And they're so useful. They're they're so useful.
Absolutely. I used to scrapbook a lot, but I don't really scrapbook a lot anymore. I'm conscious my microphone's over there.
We can hear you fine, hon.
Okay, good. But I always love the like B-side patterns, not the really fancy ones, but the muted ones. They're my favorite.
Well, they are real easy to use when you've got when you squint at them and they look like a solid color. That works out really well.
I love it.
And you can use it pretty much with everything. And those dots and stuff kind of are, I think of them as a party.
It's a big party.
Woohoo!
Crafty party. I think I'm going to go for pink and orange. That's a little bit of a psychedelic vibe, but I could go for that.
Cool.
All right. So I want to say a little bit about how you build this die, if you don't mind, because we have got...
We can't see your hands right now.
Oh! I'm such a fool.
You turned it so you changed cameras so you could go do your die cutting.
I do that all the time. I'm sure I'm not the only one.
Yeah, I think I was holding up something to my main camera, to my face cam at one point. It's like, I forgot. I'm not using that one right now.
Yeah, for sure. Let me go press the camera button. So
okay, this one's almost dry.
On this hot air balloon die, so there is like a balloon base, but you also get these curvy dies. So what you can do is die cut another balloon base like this, and then use these curvy dies to cut sort of like the panels down the side.
Yeah, color
and then
block.
you can
That's
stick
nice.
them on. Yes, color
That's
block
nice.
it. But because we wanted to be conscious of space, and I always try and squeeze as many stamps and dies into a set as possible.
Absolutely.
Because I know like every crafty penny counts, right? Really
absolutely. Does. And I know when it comes to making dies, just in general, I guess the best examples I've got are the ones from Spellbinders where they got a ton of dies, but they're all like in the same piece. It's where they're taking one piece of steel and cutting it all out. So that's why you wind up with so many little things in the middle, and some of them you have to use for multiple things. And that always works out better.
It really challenges you though whenever you're making a die set. I was just making a die set today and I was like, oh, there's like a gap, but I don't want it to be a gap. I need something. So
you add a heart. Add a die
heart.
I
was literally just about to say add a heart or a star. Like if you look at my stamp sets, nearly all of them is right. There's a tiny gap, but I'm not leaving that free.
Well, we have this little bitty heart right there.
Itty bitty one. Yeah,
yep,
for sure. So we'll line this up here. Like so, and run it through my machine.
By the way, guys, if she hasn't mentioned it, she did give me the digital to play with today. However, they do not sell digitals in their shop at all. Okay, so don't beg her because she's not going to do it.
That is right.
Okay, so did dark blue there. I was gonna try to do some ink blend, do some blending with my markers, but some of my markers are almost dead.
Oh, I just had a refresh of my markers actually not long ago.
At some point, I need to go back and do a new swatch, but I haven't been using markers much, in months. So when I do, there's like 2 or 3 that I use a lot of. Okay.
Markers are my go-to. I think they're just there, you know.
Well, I did do it. Well, like I've got a full set of the Spectre Noir, and it's right in front of me on my desk. That's like 200 and something
so nice
markers, and they're all right in front of me, so they are kind of a go-to.
So you
but
have
I do a lot more die cutting.
Yeah.
I just do a lot of die cutting now.
It's funny how you go through phases. Anyone else in the comments have gone through phases? Let us know.
Okay, Pam is saying that she was having some issues with freezing. And
oh no! Put the jacket on. Just kidding.
I'm looking at YouTube. It doesn't look like anything's going on, but I do.
If in doubt, hit the live button.
Yes, absolutely. So I need to get busy crafting because you know what? We're going to run out of time.
What time is it? Oh my gosh, look at the time.
I know. We've already been on for over 20 minutes. It's like, really?
That is crazy. All right, so I'm pulling out my little job pocket full of almost scraps of Heffy Doodle cardstock, and I think I'm going to add, I'm going to keep going, I think, with my orange and pink psychedelic vibes.
Awesome.
For this. And there's a little circle that goes on the top like this. I'll lay these out so I don't have to explain it every single time. And then there is what I call a fat rectangle here. And then you have the basket with a skinny rectangle here. And then there's also a little tiny strings that you can add. So you will see me adding them all on here together in due course. Nice. So what is it that you're coloring at the moment?
I'm doing a pillow.
Oh, nice.
And trying to get markers that I don't use that all much to blend right. That's one of the things about the Spectrum Noirs. It's where some of them, they don't, the numbers right beside them don't necessarily match.
Oh, I think that was one of the reasons why Spectrum Noir and I didn't really agree, because yeah, the colors didn't really match.
Yeah, they don't completely match the lids, and they like the BT is like it's kind of like a blue greenish teal color, but it's like one of them. The BT5 and BT8 are like a tealish color, but the BT7 is more of a blue color.
And you're like, what are you playing at?
So it's like, okay, I'm trying to blend them. At some point, I will upgrade to Copics, I'm sure. But it's just that they're expensive. That's why I haven't done it. And
well, when I started, I had found a bargain on eBay with Copic chows, the little round ones.
Right.
And so I just started with them. And everyone, nearly all the time, people go, like, why have you got those instead of the big ones? I'm like, because money.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I have recently replenished my dead markers, but also bought all so I've got all the chow colors, which is like, you know, my full set syndrome was yay.
Yeah.
But there are more in the sketch markers. So there's more, the sketch range is much bigger than the chow range. So, you know, instead of actually just stopping buying, I'll now probably end up filling the gaps with the other colors, because that's how we roll.
Yep, understood. Welcome, Miss Roberta. Roberta
hey,
said that she just made it. Awesomeness.
Hey, friend. So happy to have you here. You missed the gremlins. We have chased them away.
Exactly.
Roberta knows we get gremlins on my stream as well.
Yep.
Just happens.
Also, a quick reminder, guys, we will be doing the giveaway, so make sure that if you are watching and lurking and not in the chat yet, in order to win one of the cards, you have to say something in the chat, because we pull from those. I've got the giveaway tool that I use through StreamYard that always pulls it from the chat. Hello, Miss Amanda.
Hey.
Yay, Amanda's in the house.
Oh, I haven't seen Amanda yet. Oh, there she is. Hello.
Yep. She is such a sweetheart.
She is. Here's my fave. All right, I have a little hot air balloon on the go.
And now I have to remember what markers I was using, because I think that the blue I was using on the pillow that wasn't exactly the right color would actually work with the dark blue.
Oh.
To blend. Yeah, that I think is going to blend better for the main blanket. That's still a blue-green, but that's okay. I think it'll work well enough.
Do you know what's also really fun that I have done with the Bedheads stamp set?
What?
It's probably not as easy if you're using digi stuff. Is stamped it onto pattern paper and then have like a patterned bedspread That's super
Yeah.
cute.
I was actually thinking about all I had to do is cut down a piece of pattern paper to fit in my printer or to tape it onto a sheet, and then I could do that.
That works.
Yeah,
That works.
You like
really
print
well.
you print a one on just plain paper to see where to position your paper. So I think that's the only way that you can really print well on well, sometimes on vellum, it depends.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't want to work as well, or tissue paper, because I was thinking tissue, probably because Elizabeth was using tissue. I think it was her and Monica this week on a couple of live streams were using tissue as part of what they were working on. Although it was bought, I thought, I wonder if I could print on that.
But you see, I think I'd be scared that tissue paper would like rip in the middle of your printer and then get mangled.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd be really scared of that. So I don't think I'd be risking that one. But yes, sticking it on, like printing it first on paper and then sticking it on was I used to do that all the time for scrapbooking when I wanted to print on, you know, pretty and expensive pattern paper. You would always make sure you had to get it positioned just right.
Yep.
That was back when I was actually printing things. At some point I was like, I'm just gonna handwrite this. All right, I've got my little flags on the go. Debbie Bauer
adorable.
Says, I have the bedhead stamp set and it's so dang cute and makes the cutest cards. Oh, yay. Thank you.
And I'm thinking it should brighten the face of anybody who is sick and gets a card like that. It's just too cute. I put up a comment from Don Wilcox. Our annual hot air balloon festival is coming up in August.
Oh, that's so cool.
She was saying that because of what you were doing on there.
Ah, yeah. That sounds really fun.
Okay, Roberta's wanting to know who PJB Stamper is, and her name is Pam. She was saying, what is your name?
And I want to know, has anybody in the comments ever been up in a hot air balloon? Because I haven't. Have you, Debbie?
I want to, but my husband won't do it.
Yeah, my husband will never do it either.
He'll get on the roof. He'll walk around on the roof, but he will not do anything like a hot air balloon.
Wow.
I've been hang gliding like once.
Have you?
It's something that he won't do.
Yeah, my husband won't do anything like that either.
Oh, the hot air balloon thing, I have to admit, I was drinking at the time.
I don't think I could handle that.
Yeah, I think that's the only reason I had the courage to do it. It's one of those things I wanted to do it, but it was I was like one of the last people in the group that we were with. They got to go up. And it's like, and the guy I was dating at the time, he was doing it. It's like, well, if he does it, I have to.
Anything you can do, I can
do better. Exactly. And it was no big deal. It was one of those places where it's tandem. So there's somebody on your back, and they had the hang glider is kind of like almost like a little plane thing. It was interesting.
Yeah. I know.
They pull you up from the ground. Well, it's in Florida too, so we're all flat. It's not like going off the side of a mountain. That would be a no. No, it's where they had a plane that pulled you up, and your camera just. No, that's your background. Okay, I was thinking your camera went out, but it didn't.
No, it's just
you just faded away. But yeah, it was just they pulled you up with this little bitty plane, and you flew around. And it was awesome. It was actually very, very awesome. Todd won't do that though. I mean, he will get on the roof. He will repair things up there. If I get up there, it's like I'm afraid just to get up at the top of the ladder. It's like, come on, you know.
That was us at Christmas. We got lights to go all around the house, and we tried to put it up, and we got so far up the ladder, both of us, and then chickened out. So it was almost like I got 3 rungs up, and he got 4 rungs up, and then I got 5 rungs up, and then we both chickened out completely. so then we phoned. There was like this guy that did painting for us, like a handyman. We were like, would you maybe put up Christmas lights? He just laughed at us. But then he came and put up the lights, so we were happy.
That's good.
I thought that I'd add a little bit of ink because I do love ink. So I'm using some tumbled glass distress ink to bring a little bit of blue to my background.
Fantastic.
Pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Except I think I might have to go and fetch some baby wipes. But, oh, here's some. Baby wipes are the one
Pam
thing.
was asking if I was talking about a hot air balloon or a hang glider. I was talking about the glider. I have not been on a hot air balloon.
Has anyone in the comments been in a balloon? Can't see.
I'm just looking.
BB says I get bad vertigo. Like bad enough. I have a hard time walking past glass railings high up.
Oh no.
That's no
Okay.
fun.
Don was saying something about that it wasn't. I think it said that to ride at the festival for the hot air balloon, it costs $225 per person. Woo! We could buy lots of craft supplies with that.
Exactly.
We could buy a scan and cut for that.
Exactly. And we all know what everyone here would choose.
Yes, I have my scan and cut. I don't use it
Me
enough,
too.
but I love it.
I don't use it. But mine sits on the corner here, not plugged in.
Mine's back behind me, but I think it's got stuff stacked up on top of it right now. I need to do a major destash, and guys, you know I've been talking about that for months. I have been inspired because of going to visit my in-laws, which I love them to death. But I think if any of us ever grew up broke at any point in time, every time we get anything, we hoard it. And I do know my in-laws hoard a lot of stuff.
It happens.
I keep putting markers away and remembering, oh yeah, I was going to use that, wasn't I? Okay, so the duvet is going to be this dark blue. I think this is the dark blue I used before. Yeah. Gotta have everything matchy-matchy, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to like find myself the perfect color for my basket down here. Maybe I just go for white.
That is a really cute hot air balloon. Goodness.
Thank you. Let's see what happens. Good thing about die cutting in white is you can just ink it up if you want to.
Absolutely. That's what most of my die cuts, I start off with white, which is one reason why I have way too many scraps of white compared to everything else.
Yeah.
Which I didn't realize until I consolidated a couple of different scrap bins.
Oopsies.
And my husband says, you know, you should just throw that away. I'm like, no.
But I could use this little corner.
I could use that.
For that heart die that was put in the middle of an empty space. Oh dear. I might try pink actually. I'm going to try a little selection and see what everybody thinks. So our pattern paper was designed with our core colors from our colored cardstock. So everything should match beautifully, which makes life a lot easier.
Yes. I do have to say that that little die cutting machine is adorable.
Do you know what? I cannot tell
and it holds
you.
Up. Oh my god.
Oh, so yeah, let me show you. And I can't like.
Okay, you're
say,
going
I'm
big
so
screen,
excited.
hun. You are going big screen. That thing is
Blow
adorable.
me up, baby.
Okay, how many of you guys have got us on your TV screens? I want to know because I know that you guys do that.
And you don't need to see me a big screen. It's always a little bit daunting when people say you're on my big
adorable.
screen. This is our
And
Heffy Doodle die cut machines. It's blue, it's beautiful. It has Heffy Doodle at the top and on the sides. You can actually remove this foot, and if you want to like throw it in your handbag or whatever, you can totally do that. It has got a foam bit, so it's not going to move, but this makes it a little bit more sturdy, so I prefer using it with the foot. And then the foot has got silicone pads, so that helps it grip too. And then this is the best bit. Let me show you. It's got a little tail on it. Can you see it? And it
Let's
says,
get crafty. That is
let's get
adorable.
crafty. And so we released these just over a year ago, and we completely sold out. And we've been trying to get more, but there has been, you know, that COVID thing. And then also there was loads of like transit issues. And they were supposed to arrive in March, and we have so many people waiting on them. And then anyway, it just went on and on and on and on. And they're coming tomorrow.
Oh, fantastic.
I got an email, and the poor guy from the logistics team was like, Lesley, in all caps, it's coming tomorrow. Because I have been pestering him so much.
That is
He's been on my speed dial. He said that he might even drive the lorry himself so that he can come and see my face when they're offloaded.
Oh. That is fantastic.
Such fun. So that is our Heffy Doodle mini die cutting machines.
Yeah, I need to figure out what I want to order from you and try not to... the hard part's going to be the shipping. That's what's going to probably be the most expensive part.
Although we do free shipping over £100, which, I mean, of anyone who's ever made a craft order, it's really not that hard to go over that mark, is it? That's what, $60, $70 or something? I don't know.
Something like that.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so my little bed is finished.
Let me see. I'm watching on my phone, so I have to zoom in. Oh, that's so cute. I love it.
So I've got a lot of... it's like the blending's not that good, but it just means I need to put more ink down for the bottom of the bed. But yeah, I think it's a cute bed, and I can do it all sorts of different colors. I am thinking now that so much of it is dark. I was thinking dark brown for under the bed because you don't look at that, but I don't know if that's... Yeah. It really depends on what kind of background I put on it. I might have to change
you might want to lighten it up. I don't know.
I'm thinking, yeah, I could always use a colorless blender for parts of it, but I'm also thinking that headboard is a bit dark. I think, okay, which should I do, guys? The piggy or the bear?
Piggy or the bear?
Roberta is saying that the shipping isn't bad. Amanda says, I love my mini die cutting machine. Biddy Penny says, hi to Mary and Amanda.
Bear. A couple of piggy requests as well.
Awesome. And I do see that Bethany, which is BB Productions, just sent cards to Biddy Penny. Speaking of, where did I put that? I just got something in the mail from you, Miss Toby. That's Biddy Penny's real name, which I was fortunate enough back at Thanksgiving to meet her in person. Yes, I went to Austin to visit my in-laws because they've got a house there, and they have a house up in... That's cool. What did I do with it? I just got your postcard yesterday. I had sent her off a box of cards for the Uvalde card drive that she's doing. There was that shooting out there, so she's doing a big card drive. I sent her and so she sent me a postcard with a I forgot, it's a certificate of something. I'm forgetting the words, but I was going to share that now. I don't remember where. Oh, there it is. I think. Is that it? No. Okay, I got home from Ohio, and I have basically lost my mind again.
I got home from Ohio, but I left my brain cells on the plane.
Yes, I left my brain on the plane.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where I put it. It's where I'm kind of tucking everything away. Okay, here we go. This is the thing that Miss Toby sent me, and do I need to adjust these? I think that's pretty. I think I might actually need to adjust.
Oh, that's so sweet.
But it says, thank you so much for your generous contribution to the Uvalde card drive. It's amazing what one can do with paper, glue, love, and compassion. Thank you for your donation, which was used to support and encourage individuals in need during difficult times. You put love and kindness into action, making a positive difference in the lives of others. Making a positive difference in the lives of others is a beautiful way to live and give. And it's got her name as being the event organizer, and it also has that it's going through the Uvalde Chamber of Commerce. So I thought that was super sweet. And she, of course, wrote me a note on the back saying, WJ's amazing box of cards. I sent her a bunch of them. As an
Oh, that's so cool.
Yes. But it looks like Bethany just sent her cards over there too.
Oh, cool, cool, cool.
Oh, and Betty Penny is saying, "Oh, good. I am so glad you got it. We are now at 8,000 cards."
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes.
Incredible.
Yes. And
well done.
Yes, she has done an awesome job putting this all together.
Yes.
Okay, now I'm going to look in the chat and see whether or not I need to do a piggy or a bear.
Okay. And meanwhile, I will say that I have gone ahead and stamped the Foxy, because the Foxy, you said you loved him. And
yes.
Also, because I've got some oranges going on, I thought that that would actually work really well with my color palette. So I've stamped him onto some Heffy Doodle alcohol marker friendly cardstock, which is designed for using alcohol markers, so it takes the ink really well and it blends beautifully. So, but before I do that, I'm going to cut out this skinny little, it's the strings for the balloon. So I'm just going to do that because otherwise I will forget.
So I've got 3 for bear and 2 for piggy and 1 for both.
There's always one.
Yeah, there's always one. So I'm going to start off with coloring one of the bears, but I've got enough of these printed out that I can do more.
You can do more. You just might not be able to do more within our time frame.
Yeah, but I have also been known to finish my card afterwards.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah. Well, we can just crack.
Yeah, I do that. It's like you get the main part done, and they still want it, even though they don't know what it's going to look like in the end. And these guys are. I love my folks. They are.
I think I'd probably be more like Debbie. I can't go to sleep with an unfinished card. Like, well, you expecting me to actually sleep? I'll be lying down there thinking about this unfinished card.
I do that though. I do wind up making, a lot of times I finish up right after the live. It really depends on whether or not my husband is harassing me for food or not. Because we leave, usually this is supposed to be over at 6:30, but it usually goes on to 7 o'clock or later. And 8 o'clock is dinner time. Todd likes to, we fix our dinner and then we go and sit on the couch and we veg for the rest of the night. And that's his time with me.
Well,
and he's kind of bossy when it comes to that. And I'm saying that loud because he's right behind me. It's supposed to rain, so he did not go on his bike ride like he normally does during my live.
Aww.
Yes, normally you can talk smack about
it. Did you guys
normally what? Normally
say it
what?
again?
I said normally you can talk smack about me while I'm
Oh!
At least he hasn't poked his head in and started meowing at me yet. They've seen his face. They've seen him walk by with no shirt on.
What kind of show is this?
I think Pam was the one that was always calling him the gladiator. Hello, Mr. Simon Hurley.
Hey, Simon.
Simon's in the house.
Whoop, whoop. Hey, Simon, my friend.
Well, I have to say right now, Miss Lesley, I'm having so much fun with you being here on our live. You're going to have to become a regular person here on my lives. Even if I have to change the time so it's easier for you.
Yeah.
Yes, we're going to have to do that.
Even if it was just like an hour or an hour and a half or something, that would be helpful.
I usually have it at 5:30 to make sure folks have got time to come home, from work.
Oh, yeah.
For those folks that work on the East Coast, because that's kind of where I'm at. But I can always change the time. That's not a big deal.
Yeah, they can watch and replay.
Absolutely. Sometimes I'm in the middle of watching a live, and I wind up having to watch the rest of it as replay.
Yeah, me too. I just think I live
I'm
in
still
the
waiting
wrong
for
side
Simon
of the world.
to answer one of my emails and come on with me too. But he's so busy too. He's designing like Christmas, I think, right now or something.
Oh God, don't tell me about Christmas. I've been trying to do Christmas, and it's been quite warm here. You know, for Scotland, warm isn't normally a thing, but it has been really warm, and I'm finding it very slow going, being inspired by Christmas whenever it's roasting. So.
Totally understandable.
Yeah.
So I'm coloring the little nose is pink and giving him little rosy cheeks, even though he's probably got a fever. That's a cute little bear. Don't worry, guys. I will at some time do the piggy too. But if I'm going to get any of this done, I need to start cutting things out. You know what would be really funny is if one of us wound up having to give our card to Simon.
Yeah.
Simon has not won a card yet on my channel. I don't think. I haven't sent one.
He needs to comment more.
Okay, so Biddy Penny says that I can frame that certificate of appreciation. That's this
that's a
card
great
because she
idea.
made it 5x7, so it could be posted in our Crafty space.
You're clever.
So she is. Well, have you watched her channel yet? She is awesome.
No, I think I gotta check that out.
Yeah, her name on her channel is Biddy Penny,
Mm-hmm.
and she does a lot of. I think her style is more. I don't even know how to describe it.
Oh, a big fun surprise.
I know she does like junk journal type of things, and she does Franken paper and stuff like that. That's stuff that I don't normally do, but she does. I mean, that's just one of the things. Okay, Jim. Hello, Mr. Jim, and he's wanting. Oh, Simon laughed. I'm assuming that he's laughing because I said that about he's probably going to win. Okay, so what we're doing is we are playing with Lesley from Heffy Doodle. That's it. Okay, the stamp set that I'm using is this. Yes, I love the twirly. That is so cute. The stamp set that I'm using is this one from Heffy Doodle. This one is called Bedhead Stamps. And I didn't have it, and I couldn't get it in time, so she sent me a digi to be able to do this, which she does not offer in her shop, but I lucked out, you know.
You did.
I really
You
totally
are one of
lucked
the
out.
special chosen people.
I'm one of the special children, or is that special ed? Anyway.
Special chosen people, not special children. Oh, goodness.
So we're just making a card, and of course at the end of the session we're going to be doing probably in about 10-15 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 10 minutes. We're going to spin the wheel and give our cards away. Okay. And I'm just using alcohol markers. So far I've colored up my bed and I just colored up the little bear, and it's so easy to do it. I mean, I'm not good with the gel pen, which I'm thinking I probably need some highlights on that. And I think on some of yours, I've seen that you do real good accents with the gel pen. I have never figured out where exactly I'm supposed to put the little dots and stuff, so I just don't do it much.
I didn't really figure it out, and then I really liked the design of Davina. Do you know Davina Cantrell? And I realized that, oh, she's brilliant. She used to be in our design team, and she kind of puts them everywhere. And then I was like, I'm just gonna do that. And I was like, and actually, I love it. I love it because it looks like it's a bit more whimsical. It doesn't look like what's supposed to be here and it shouldn't be there. It's like, ooh, it's almost like little sparkles everywhere. Okay. So I like that.
My phone is messing up. So what's going on with somebody Facebook messaged me and messed my phone up.
Oh yeah, I have to be careful of
like,
my
stop it. Well, what's funny is when I'm recording, I had breathing issues when I got sick before, and this was before COVID. But one of the things I need to do was practice deep breathing because I tend to breathe, I think, from like the top of my lungs instead of from down deep.
Mm-hmm.
And
you
Todd is wandering around behind me, but you can't see him really because, he put on his jersey. He's going to actually go on his bike ride because he decided that the weatherman was wrong.
You figured it was safe.
Yeah, he checks the Weather Channel to see where are the storms because we're in Florida and there's always rain somewhere. So he doesn't want to get drenched. Besides, when he's riding his bike at 20 plus miles an hour, if the roads are too wet, then he could possibly wreck, and we don't really want to have him go to the hospital.
Definitely not. My hubby came home with a broken hand last week.
Look at that. I love my little bear.
He's so cute. Good job.
And it fits perfect there. I love this.
Uh-huh.
And that's going to be some foam. Gotta use some foam, but I don't want it to be popped up so much, so I'm not using your double thick foam that Amanda sent me. I love it, but it's not going on.
It's brilliant for your sequins, but All right, so I have stuck together and assembled my hot air balloon, if you can see.
Yes, that is adorable. Center screen. Yay.
Screen.
And
And
you're
then
putting a little
this
Foxy
guy's
in the
gonna go
basket.
down here. But I am gonna put some foam under him.
That is too cute. I have a question. I know that you and Amanda are really good friends and everything. Do you ever go on her weekly crafting thing, her Zoom session that's on Sundays?
I have not yet done that, but it is definitely something I will do at some
Yeah, I
point.
had to miss it this week because I was on a plane.
Yeah.
And
That's
the
a
week
good
before, I was on a plane because we flew out on Sunday and we flew back on Sunday. So,
Busy lady.
but that'll be fun. Thank you, Miss Dawn. Dawn is saying that my little bear is adorable. It's so easy to do too. All I did, I just colored with a medium brown. That's it. No special shading, no special anything on there, but I think it turned out cute.
That's one of the magic of alcohol markers, because you can just color it in flat color and it still looks beautiful.
Yes. Roberta is saying, yes, you need to join us.
Yes, definitely. Yes. It's a bit like you and your dinner time, where it's like on a Friday night, I do a live stream on my personal channel, Hungry Heffy or Lesley Omen on YouTube. And so then Saturday and Sunday normally are like, okay, that's for the kid and for the husband and whatnot. So that's one of the reasons why we haven't just made that work yet. But maybe,
and guys, I will add links to everywhere to find Miss Lesley after we're done. I think I've got one down there, but I'm not 100% sure. And I think I put a link to her in the. Nope, I didn't do it. When I set up a live stream through StreamYard, which is kind of how I do my scheduling, it doesn't let me do the @person thing. So I am going to change that in the title. So you're going to be able to just click on her name in the title and go straight to her channel. So that'll be fun.
So there's actually two channels that you might be interested in. One is Heffy Doodle.
Okay.
And then one is Lesley Omen. So the Heffy Doodle one is where the design team will share content with using Heffy Doodle products, and also Morgan and I will do live streams on there throughout the week sometimes. But then the Lesley Omen one is me on a Friday night crafting live, and the reason I do it on my Lesley Omen one is so that I don't have to use Heffy Doodle products. It's not. I can use whatever products I want. I can mix. I can use Heffy Doodle with Lawnfawn or with Tim for Tea or whatever, So.
Well, that's one of the things about my live stream. I get to play with whatever I want to play with over here.
Yeah. And that's why
because most of my videos are design team projects. Because I'm on Spellbinders, so that's why I was saying I do a lot of die cutting. It's because I love Spellbinders and I have a very hard time saying no. So I've got the club kits. Oh, by the way, guys, I just recorded today the unboxing or haul video that's going to be for this next month's club kits. That's going up on the 1st, on Friday. I haven't decided what time yet, so no, you can't see it yet, but oh my God.
You're going to love it.
Absolutely. It is going to be so much fun. And then I've got, then they, of course, every month they say, okay, we've got a new release and here's the things and here's what's in this collection. You can play with so many things and this is what you need to make if you want to do it. You want to do it? And it's like, well, yeah. So it is real fun getting to play with everything like that, but it's all pretty much, almost all of it is either die cut or glimmer. So, I love my hot foil too. So getting to play with some things that are coloring, I haven't been doing that much. I just joined the Scrappy Tales team, and so now I get to do one a month for that, and I'm on Not Too Shabby, so I get to do some for that. But that's like, what, 3 videos a month? 4 videos a month that are not die cut heavy?
Yeah. That's still quite a bit.
So cute. Which means now I'm going to have to apply for your team.
Yes.
That is just adorable.
I'm
Okay.
adding a little hello shadow
Oh,
dye.
awesome.
Just thought I needed a little sentiment on here.
So I need a background. I do have some. That would be very, very loud. But I think it'll work. I like that one. Okay. Do I have, is this the right binder? It's I do have a square. Where did I put my rectangles? Yeah, I told you I have too much Spellbinders. So I have
think
to
we all
find
have too
things.
much stuff. I think I told you earlier when we were doing our test run that that we have renovations happening at the moment, and they've put the floor down, and I'm now at the point where I can decide the layout of my new craft room, but
Ooh.
they all want like answers at the same time. So the plumber's like, where do you want the sink? And the electrician's like, where do you want like power, and what lights do you want? And I'm like, you're asking too many questions. This needs to be a very carefully thought out thing. I can't just rush it. I can't just put any lights in it. Yeah. So it's very exciting, but also a little bit nerve-wracking.
Oh yeah, I can definitely understand that one. Okay. So this is, that's small enough. Give me a little bit of white space. And then I can do that as a border around the back.
I am nearly done, but I'm thinking I'm going to add some enamel dots. So these are the summer holiday enamel dots. So the pattern paper was summer holiday, and these are summer holiday as well. So they work perfectly.
Awesomeness.
And I think that'll work really well.
Okay, so where did I put my cutting plates for my Gemini, or am I gonna? I'm gonna just use this one because at least I think I know where the plates are. So I have to know, Pam, what are you saying Dawn blasphemy about? Because she's apparently slamming Dawn about something.
PJB is saying glitter is from the devil.
Oh yeah, she hates glitter.
If I saw.
I mean, I like glitter. I love glitter. Glitter is very pretty, but it makes a tremendous mess.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
That is the worst part about it.
This is actually our current conversation of my husband wanting carpet upstairs from a noise pollution kind of point of view, and me going, but think of the glitter. I can't have my craft room with carpet. I just don't know how I feel emotionally about that.
Well, I've got this room is tile.
It is tile.
It is tile, and we have a Oriental rug behind it, and I'm always getting everything everywhere.
Yeah.
Yesterday, like I said, we were gone for a week. I get home. I had a hard time sleeping night before last because Todd was snoring, which he doesn't really do that much, but he did this.
Quit slamming him when he's not here to defend himself.
Oh, he knows. But yeah, he was snoring a lot, and I think the reason he was snoring so much was because there was too much dust everywhere.
Oh no!
Because we were gone for so long, and
gone,
I'm allergic to dust anyway, so I wasn't sleeping well because of that. I mean, I had my oral appliance thing, so my sleep apnea was hopefully under control, but still. I'm looking for a scrap of paper. Where did I put it? Okay, I'm going to take the big one because I was trying to take a smaller one, but oh well, that's okay. So what
BB's saying,
make a frame.
As long as your little ones don't try to eat glitter stickles. Yeah, that's good.
She's got, I think there's like 3 under the age of 3 or 3 under the age of 4.
Ooh,
so she's got little ones. Yes.
Super mom.
And we get to see them every once in a while when she's on screen. So, because she has a channel too.
Cordelia says at least they'll have pretty poop if they do that.
That's unicorn poop, right?
Unicorn poop. Yeah, actually, one of the ice cream stores that's near here has every so often they do like a specialty one, and they call it unicorn poop, and it's like streaks of pink and blue and purple, and
Oh my
it's
goodness,
really
that is
cool.
funny.
Yeah, and they call it unicorn poop. It's really fun.
Dawn is saying that is so cute, Lesley.
Oh, yay!
Yes. And she also said no dust bunnies for me. No, I have cats. So that means that the cat fur catches the dust everywhere. And my
Yeah.
mother-in-law she got us a new little Roomba, a little iRobot Roomba to help. But the thing is, every time I run it, it's like it can only run through one time, and then it gets mad because it's full, because it can't take care of the cat hair.
Yeah. We have in Heffy HQ, we have a Roomba, and he's called Noodles. So there you go. So he comes out every evening and picks up all the little bits off of the back of foam tape and stuff.
Yeah, yesterday I ran it. I don't run it in this room. We're also got multi-levels. It's kind of, and it's not, we've only got like 2 steps down for anything. So I don't even get a stair workout. But it's like, it's just 2 steps down, and then, but that means that this room is actually 2 steps up from the living room, which is the main area. I mean, I showed you is kind of an open plan. So that big area is all one level. So I can run the Roomba in there, but I can't really run it in here because it's a smaller space, and it's going to get caught on everything like cords and boxes and all the stuff that I've left in the floor. So I have to actually vacuum in here. Yes, regular vacuuming.
All right, we need to remember to do a giveaway.
Yes, let me go ahead and pull that up for these guys. Okay, so we have our giveaway tool, and choosing the broadcast, which is today's Crafting with Debbie Live. And
I'm interested to see this tool. That's cool. I've never seen that before.
Okay, if you're using StreamYard, I set up, I'm just to explain kind of how I'm doing, and I am planning, guys, for those of you who have YouTube channels that want to learn more about some things you can do with it, I am still planning on creating some classes on specifically the tech stuff. So on StreamYard, if you set up your live stream through StreamYard, it hooks into YouTube, it's got it all over there, and I don't actually stream from StreamYard, I stream from my OBS and go straight in there. But the reason I do it like that and set it up through StreamYard is so that I can use this giveaway tool. What it does is if you log into one of the broadcasts created with the StreamYard, that's what this part is for. If you log into one of those, it'll pull the chat from your live stream. So all I have to do is hit start collecting comments. It's also got a video up here so you can watch and see how it works, and the link for this, because it's hard to find, is streamyard.com/giveaway. With StreamYard, anytime I log into StreamYard, it takes me into my dashboard. It doesn't take me into anything else, and I found this because I was doing some YouTube searching as to how to do a giveaway. So thank you, Miss Debbie. Debbie Bauer says she would love to take my tech classes. Fantastic. I do have a few folks that are, it's kind of what I think people are wanting more even than my card making classes at the moment. So I may make that first over at my website. That's edu.debbiejscraftingcorner.com. That's my education part of it, aside from my blog. So if you have not, this is again for all of the lurkers, if you have not already said hi or anything in the chat, Dawn said something about no whammies, probably because we're spinning a wheel. Oh my God, that is too funny. Anyhow, I'm going to have to find out what Brenda's talking about getting in trouble. You need to Facebook message me or something. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but that's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and hit start collecting comments. So if you haven't already said something in the chat, you need to go ahead and do so.
Yeah,
Because
do it now.
If I hit the button, it's not going to register you.
Baby says all things can be solved with chocolate, and I'm definitely in that camp.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I kind of stole some Ghirardelli chocolates from my mother-in-law for the flight back.
Oh, it happens. So one of the things that we always do when a retailer places an order with us is that I always add some chocolate because the UK chocolate is different from American chocolate.
Yeah, American chocolate is plastic.
Well, I didn't want to say.
I can say that because that's my husband. He also does not like American cheeses or anything like that because we've gone to Europe too many times.
Have you ever come to Europe
His brother
and you
has
taste chocolate?
been living in like Germany for like 20 years or something.
Yeah.
So you go over there and you try the real stuff. And
it's
you come
no different.
back and it's not.
Yeah, you literally, I think there's a video of me somewhere tasting Hershey's for the first time, and I'm literally like, oh, Hershey's, so excited, like iconic, and then put it in my mouth and I'm like, it's like crumbly. Anyway, I do enjoy a kiss every now and again.
Yes. Yeah,
Like
and you get used to it, but I have to say that I love Linder truffles. Those are probably my favorite because those are either easily available at my store too. So.
Oh sure, Cadbury's I think is my favorite, but
yeah, Todd always wants a Cadbury at Easter, and I forgot to get any for him
Oh,
this year, so he didn't get any this year. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and draw for the first person. So we just click the button that says Start Collecting Comments.
Nice.
I need to also bring up my drum roll, please. Come on. Drum roll. It's not working. There we go. Now I got my drum roll. Going to draw, and let's see who wins.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, first winner is Mr. Jim Eber. Awesome.
Yay!
So this is going to be the winner for your card, Ms. Lesley. So Jim, be sure to send your email address to me, and you should see it on the screen now. So send your send your mailing address to me via email. I'm going to leave that up on the screen so that you're able to see it because it's kind of it'll be more visible once I get the giveaway tool down. So for my card, let's go ahead and draw again and see who's going to win that one. And I forgot I need to turn the drum roll back on. Pause and start it. There we go. And that's going to be Miss Marcy. Awesome.
Yay!
So again, send me your address to debbiej@debbiejscraftingcorner.com, and I will be getting Mr. Jim your address over to Lesley, and I will be sending Miss Marcy a card out. So that will be super, super fun. Okay, let me get that piece down so we can actually. I don't want that. Go away. Okay, so now you should be able to see that banner that shows email me at debbiej@debbiejscraftingcorner, and I'm going to leave that up on the screen for you guys after, of course, confirming that it's there on YouTube, and it is there. Awesome. Okay, so what I've got. Okay, we have to look at your card because it's too cute. You're already
All right,
done.
let me zoom.
Zoom. There we go.
Zoom.
I love the little foxy. So cute.
We have a little peekaboo foxy coming out of a hot air balloon paper paste die, and I've added some of the bunting on top. I used white accents to help coordinate with the background, and I add a little bit of blue to the background at the bottom here as we have a gentle ombre, and I splashed it with some water to pick up some of the ink, and I kind of like how it kind of looks like cloudy bits. And then we added a couple of enamel dots, and bada bing, bada boom. That's it. And the hello die, of course.
That is
so cute.
So cute. Okay. So again,
let me see yours.
I do want to thank again Miss Lesley for coming on with us. It is 6:39, which means it is 11:39 her time. So
yes.
I want to let her go to sleep. Trying to switch the camera and didn't work, right? There we go. Now you can see me. So I will be finishing up my card after the live and getting that mailed out to you, Miss Marcy, as long as I get that email. And again, thank you, Lesley, for coming on with us. We are so excited to have you. One more time, guys, put a bunch of hearts down in the chat for her. Give her a lot of love. Yes.
Shower me with love.
Yes. And I'm serious about that. I'm going to have to sign up for your design team because this is.
Yay!
Are you having a call right now? I mean, I may only be able to do like one a month at the moment because that's probably more than what I should be doing.
We're not doing a call, but we do have. So our terms normally run for 6 months.
Okay.
And they run, I think, like March and the end of September is where that sort of goes on to the next 6 months. And the odd time there's people who can't do the full term because of, you know, family
Life
commitments
happens.
and all that, life
Right.
stuff. So when that happens, we sometimes have our eyes on people and then we ask them directly. But normally at the end of a term, we will do a call.
Okay.
So definitely you can send your
sounds like
details
the
over
next
to Morgan.
Sounds like the next one is right in time for Halloween.
Will be.
Okay, who in the chat knows that I love Halloween?
Do you? Well,
I love
actually,
Halloween.
we are doing a Halloween release, and this is the first time we've done a Halloween release. So there you get a little scoop.
Fantastic. I
little
also figure with Halloween, because I think this is one of the reasons I love it so much is I already liked it beforehand. But when it came to card making and I didn't know what I was doing, I could mess up on Halloween stuff and make it look like it was supposed to look like that. It's got a lot. You've got so much leeway when it comes to Halloween. I mean, I could make this an evil little bear just by giving him fangs.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I think that it's just so fun to be able to do that kind of stuff. I love Halloween. That was probably one of the first times I did a ton of cards. On my channel, I did a Halloween. It was DJCC Halloween 2020, I think. Was I hashtagged it and everything. Just did a series, and I think I did like 23 cards.
Whoa, that's crazy.
I made more than that to give away to people that I worked with, though. I did like 300 2 years in a row.
Wow.
And then another 300
I'm like a
at
machine.
Christmas. Yeah. So I did well, that's one reason why I've gone back and looked at some of my old stuff. It's like, ooh.
That's normal.
And then I compare to where I am now. It's like, well, that's how come I did it. I did like 300 for Halloween, 300 for Christmas, and yeah, you learn as you go.
You shouldn't be looking at your old one and going, ooh. You should be looking at your new one and going, ooh.
These guys do it all the time. I'm in the middle of a card. It's like, oh my God, that turned out so cute. Did you see that? I get tickled. I really get tickled with all my cards. So, thank you so much, hon. You have a wonderful rest of your night. Get you some sleep. And
I'm going to get my jammies on now.
Yep. And maybe sometime tomorrow, you or Morgan send me all of the details as to what you want me to share on the description down below so that these guys know how to get a hold of you. Also, if you are watching the replay and you made it all the way to this end, you need to do me a big favor and go ahead and number one, hit the I have to do this because this is cool. You have to hit, it's not working. I just added something.
Oh man,
there we go. Oh, there we go. If you see YouTube, you see my new little animation thing. Hit the like button. But go ahead and hit the like button. But please go ahead and also add down in the comments some hearts for Miss Lesley. You know, say that you love her or whatever. But go ahead and add some hearts down in the comments, and we are sharing some more.
Come and follow us, Heffy Doodle. And you'll find me at Lesley Omen on YouTube as well. So we hope to see you there.
Okay. Well, you guys have a wonderful night. You know I love you guys.
Thank you.
And I really appreciate you being here, Lesley. I'm saying that too much. You guys have a wonderful night. And remember that if we can make it, you can too. Have a good night.